Hi, welcome back to my channel, Kissed by Starlight. Thank you for being here. So let's bring through some messages this morning and see what our angels, guides and our ancestors this morning, I'm being told, would like us to know, especially under this beautiful full moon in Aries energy that we're under at the moment here in the UK. And whenever you come to this reading, it is a timeless reading, so do only take what resonates. And so we've got, this morning, we've got a few messages here. We've got crisis, waking up, and resistance. So are there some areas is there an area in your life, something that has really impacted your world today or recently, that has got you feeling that, you know, things are not as you would want them to be? Perhaps you're feeling out of control in a situation. Perhaps for some, I'm feeling this is more like a spiritual awakening, and it can be, we can have many layers of spiritual awakenings. So it's not necessary that you only have one and then that's it and you're awake and, you know, everything's great from then on. You're going to have, at times you're going to have many different layers of awakening to help, because it's quite hard excuse me, it's quite difficult to go through these awakenings. They're not necessarily easy, and depending on the amount of control that you are trying to have over a situation will make it easier or harder. So sometimes we're literally being asked to just surrender any sort of kind of trying to hold on to something or trying to keep everything the same as it was, or, you know, in the status quo. There's become an outside force to change things, or so it feels like. It's kind of out of our control and there's nothing we can do about it. And it may be I'm so sorry, excuse me. It may be that there's also areas of your shadow, you know, your parts of your being, you know, areas of trauma or wounding or pain, whether past, present, future, that are difficult to face. And that's the same for all of us. It's really can be so difficult to look at these parts of ourselves that we don't necessarily like very much. But, you know, you're being brought to this for a reason, and there is a blessing in this situation. There really is a blessing, whatever this situation is. And I'm sort of trying to give different examples because it's a general reading, and so it's going to resonate differently for everybody. But and also they're going to be different areas that are relevant for different people, because we're going to have different things that are happening in our lives. For example, for some people it may be in a relationship, you're being asked to free yourself, liberate yourself from a difficult situation. For others it may be to do with work, it may be to do with family, it may be to do with yourself, looking at these areas of shadow that can be so difficult to look at. We've got the beautiful bat. Bat is just incredible symbolism, and I want to get my book and just have a really quick look at the wisdom and the medicine that bat brings for us because it can be many different things. And the first one that came to my mind was the spiritual awakening, the sense of, you know, having to see things from a completely different point of view, and that can feel quite upside down at the time. Because it's not necessarily what you're used to. It's a different way of seeing something that you've always seen one way, in perhaps a very material way, a very, you know, 3D physical way, and then all of a sudden you're being asked to see a higher perspective, a blessing in disguise, I'm being told. Something that may not look very nice, that may not feel very nice, that's actually for your highest good, that's actually here to help you. And we've got go inwards and connect with your inner child. So again, for some of you, this is an area of shadow, an area of yourself you're not wanting to look at, an area, something that doesn't feel very nice, that doesn't look very nice, it's not pretty. It's something that you perhaps don't like to look at or haven't liked to look at in other people. Perhaps somebody is mirroring this to you. It could be somebody actually showing this to you, and it's bringing you back to the light. It's bringing this area of resistance, this area of control, these areas of difficulty back into the light. It's asking you to walk a path of going within, like almost just having a slight hermit mode moment where we go within and we look at these parts and we say, you know, what are they teaching us? They're bringing us to transformation again. We were talking about the bat, and the bat is very much about transformation. This lady has her wings. Her wings are behind her. She can't see them. She can't see what's behind her, but what's behind her is lifting her to freedom. It's helping her rise to the grace, to the glory, to the freedom, to the privilege. It's opening the gates. It's opening the heart. It's allowing you to seek all areas of life that may not have been available to you previously, that will be and can be available to you now, if you can just set yourself free from any attachments to anything, set yourself free from any attachment to a phase of your life which is being cleared away, perhaps a relationship or a transition in life. You know, what I mean by that is a cycle of life, a cycle of your life that's now changing, that's now developing, that's now becoming something new. And you're being asked in this reading to open the gates and allow the change, to allow yourself to emerge free and unrestricted and able to leave whatever this is behind. And it may be that you're being called to, I think this is Uluru in the background, it may be that you're called to visit a sacred site, or you're being called to an area within nature that has some healing for you, that has some meaning for you, that has some messages, some aspects of this. You're kind of being asked to go on a quest. And when we do the inner child work, when we face our shadow, when we do the inward work, it is literally about going within, allowing yourself to go on a journey. In the shamanic traditions, they take people on a medicine journey or some kind of journey that allows you to meet the guides, to meet those beings, and to meet yourself, really, to overcome any obstacles in your life, to allow you to adapt and change to whatever is going on, to give you the tools. You know, this Arctic fox is very able to survive in winter. He's very able to survive harsh conditions. And, you know, you're being called and asked to go through this situation. I'm so sorry about this. I don't know if anybody's having any throat chakra, issues going on, or I didn't before I did this video, so I will take this as part of the reading, that there is some balancing, there is some clearing being done at the throat at that level. Perhaps you're being asked to speak your truth within a situation where you've previously been unable to do that. Perhaps it's with another person. Perhaps there's an aspect of a relationship that's coming apart and it's sending you into turmoil and pain. It's asking you to look at all the shadowy areas, all the things it's brought up, all the things that this person may have mirrored to you, to show you where you're out of balance, to show you where you're not seeing your higher self, or where you're not seeing the joy and the beauty and the sunshine that can be within you when you bring this shadow to that aspect of you and you merge it with that light, to enable it to heal and to bring that diamond clarity, you know, that real sense of knowing exactly what is going to be the right path forward. And, you know, we've got this rainbow. This is reminding me of the Hanged Man. I think this may be the Hanged Man card in the tarot, or this version of it. And this is that liminal space of in between something. So it's where you're being asked to literally, if your life is feeling turned upside down, or, you know, things are happening and you can't see the way forward, it may be that you've got to turn an aspect of your perspective on its head and look at things from another way of seeing, to allow yourself to just have a pause. And in this pause, you're going to be able to see exactly what you need to do and where you need to go and what the blessings are in this situation. You see, if we turn this the right way up, we can see the rainbow is actually over the bat, and the bat is cloaking himself. Upside down, we see that the bat is, the bat is in his position of sleeping, although he's wide awake actually, which again leads me to this spiritual awakening, this kind of new perspective, this new way of being awake while you're asleep, if that makes sense. No longer sleepwalking, being able to see what you didn't see before, being able, truths coming to light, things being shown to you that are of huge value and are going to be a huge blessing for you going forwards. It's kind of like taking that moment to go within, to enable you to move forwards, to enable you to adapt to whatever this situation is, to bring life back into balance in one way, shape or form, to bring the shadow and the light together. As you do that, they're going to come back into balance, and they're going to be able to show you the way clearly. You're going to see the way clearly to move forwards. I just want to see if there's any other messages from the ancestors, because I felt very strongly that they wanted to come through. And we've got bells and deflection, and we've got buried in earth. Yeah, so they're really trying to wake you up to something. They're really trying to say to you, come on, you've been sleeping, you've been hiding something from yourself, you've not wanted to look at something, and that's okay. We all do that. We all have times in life where it's hard to look at things, where perhaps it's painful, perhaps it's just really difficult for one way, shape or form. Perhaps you felt that you've actually been shielded from this. Perhaps it's not been known to you. Perhaps it's been hidden from you even, and maybe this beautiful full moon energy is bringing it to light. It's bringing the truth to light and showing you these areas where you're being called to look at something, to see something, and to clear any negative energy, to clear any areas of not wanting to see, any dead areas in your life. Areas that are stagnant, not moving is what I mean by that. Areas that are just feeling a bit stuck. It's time to move them. It's time to shift the energy and to keep yourself going, to keep yourself moving forwards. We use the bells to cleanse the energy, to cleanse any negative energy, to use them to literally move out anything. I've got some tincture bells which I can use here. I apologize if that's too loud, but we just gently cleanse that energy, just allow that energy to move. We call the ancestors in. We ask them, ancestors, beings of pure light and highest love, please show us the way forwards. Show us any areas that maybe we haven't been seeing clearly. Allow us to know and feel the truth in our hearts and to move forwards for our highest good and the highest good of all. Let healing come forward now. Let peace come forward now. Let freedom come forwards now. And let us rise into our grandest, greatest version of self for the highest will and good of all. Let it be so. And we just thank the beautiful ancestors and beings of light who are willing, who have dedicated themselves to standing with you on this journey, and I feel quite emotional, like I want to cry. I don't know if you realise just how much love is surrounding you right now, and how much peace is available to you right now if you will take the healing, take the words of wisdom that are wanting to show themselves to you, and allow yourself to rise from any slumber, to rise from any areas that you haven't wanted to see, to clear your voice and allow yourself to move forwards in light, in presence, in beauty, in grace, and to be almost like reborn into this beautiful light that's wanting to come through. We've got the rainbows. The rainbows have come through 3 times. And when the rainbows come through 3 times, that may be a sign for you. I'll show you the other one, was in the back card. So we've got the rainbow here, rainbows. When the rainbow comes through, and for some this will be your sign. This will be your sign. when the rainbow comes through, is wanting to bring you the blessings that follow the storm. So whatever is feeling chaotic in life, whatever has been feeling difficult, whatever has been feeling like such a difficult thing for you to move through, and I'm so sorry for whatever it is that you've been going through. I know this is really difficult, especially in these times of awakening, but the blessings that the rainbows are bringing, the clarity, the peace and the transformation, and really the freedom I'm hearing that these rainbows want to bring you will be worth the difficulties that you have had to go through. In time, that will become apparent to you. In time, this will be more obvious. You know, there will be new creations wanting to be born. These are all major arcana cards here. These are cards that are showing you this is big change. This is big transformation available for you now. It's wanting to lead you to safety, to peace, to wisdom, to knowing, to clarity, to diamond. And I'm seeing the diamond light a lot. The diamond light is wanting to come through and break through any areas of resistance. So you can use the diamond light to actually clear anything that is feeling stuck or confused. We can use it for chakra cleansing and clearing. And if you are having, areas in your throat that are feeling that they need to clear, any sort of stuck energy or anything that's been there from the past that's clearing now, this is the time where this can move forwards. This is the time where we can call on that energy and that light to really assist us in any darkness, any areas of not seeing. So be very kind to yourself. Use words of gentleness, of freedom, of empowerment. Use words that you would use for your loved ones, your most beloved. They're the kinds of words that are available to you if you can choose them now and bring yourself to this freedom, to this understanding. If you are drawn to explore shamanic practice, that could be very beneficial for you now because of the fact that the bat has come through, the drums, the ancestors, the vision quest, the bells. These are all shamanic tools. If you're feeling drawn to that, then perhaps it's time to look at how that work can help you. But whatever this means for you, I can see that there are huge blessings to come after this period of awakening. So hear the truths gently, apply them gently, allow this healing to come through for you. Allow yourself to go within, explore inner child work, explore shamanic work, explore the tools that will enable you to come through and see the light, to bring these areas of shadow to light, to bring healing and empowerment. And I wish you blessings and joy and clarity and freedom and peace on your path forwards. Let your wings help you soar out of this situation, out of any confusion and darkness, and into the light, into presence, knowing that you are surrounded by your ancestors, by beings of light and love who want to guide you out of this now. I'm being told that using drums will be very helpful for you. So if you feel called to using your drum, use your drum, or find a drumming circle near you where you can go and explore this very healing technique that will help you take this journey and help you rise into your wings, into empowerment. I just want to show you, because this card fell out of the pack, and it's practice freedom, release the weight of judgment. So again, the sense of the wings of flying, of being free of anything that's been holding you back, being free of the past, being free of any connections that are not serving your highest good. And look at that. Can you believe? We've got the rainbow again. That's 4 times in this reading. And then maybe, in fact, no, I can't believe, look, this is representative of a rainbow as well. So how many signs, how many signals can we be given to show us that there is peace coming, there is light coming, there is freedom coming? So please be gentle, Speak with love to yourself. Allow yourself to go within. Take some time to do this work and know that you are not alone. If you would like any help on your journey, anything, any services that I offer, please do contact me via email. I'd be more than happy to consider those for you. I do offer shamanic work and angelic work, inner child work. So, and there are many other beautiful practitioners out there and teachers who would be willing to help you. So if you find when you go to do this work that it's difficult for you, or you're not sure how to go forwards in doing it, please reach out to somebody for that help, to help you bring yourself back into the balance, the love and the peace that you so deserve, and that is so ready here for you to claim now. I see your ancestors rejoicing. They're happy. They know that you can hear this message, that you will know if it's for you, and that you can move forwards in this now. So beautiful ones, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. If you like this reading, please do like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.